Will Smith was Hollywood's golden boy until his family drama went viral and he delivered that infamous slap to Chris Rock on live TV. Now he's releasing awkward albums, crashing TikToks, and teaming up with KSI for clout. We're tearing down every move in his so-called comeback. Will Smith's rise was pure fairy tale. From Fresh Prince fame on a Saturday morning kids show to back-to-back blockbuster movies that reshaped Hollywood's summer lineup. He was the guy everyone rooted for. The goofy teenager with a killer smile who could pivot overnight into a bona fide box office king, starring opposite legends and selling out stadiums. His family life looked gleaming in every interview. Wife Jada at his side, 2 talented kids in tow, a mansion straight out of a magazine spread. It was the American dream, Hollywood edition. Then the cracks began to show when Jada chose to air their private drama on social media, treating their marriage like primetime entertainment. Will didn't push back. He just stood there, nodding along as personal details became public fodder. Imagine watching your life live streamed to millions, your most intimate moments served up like clickbait. The guy literally turned his personal brand into free streaming content. Fast forward to the Oscars. One slap delivered to Chris Rock caught on live broadcast, and that golden boy glow vanished in an instant. In one shocking moment, the world's favorite movie star morphed into a viral outcast. Overnight, fans who once cheered his every success were left wondering how their hero could self-destruct on the biggest stage of all. That slap didn't just earn him memes, it recalibrated his entire career trajectory, shifting him from untouchable icon to cautionary tale. Bruh, I still can't wrap my head around the fact that he got a standing ovation after that slip-up. Hollywood's got its own set of rules, fam. Stick around, because his comeback strategy kicks in right after this meltdown. And trust me, it only gets wilder from here. After ghosting the music scene for 20 years, Will Smith reemerged with an album, sold as The Ultimate Confession, promising truth, rawness, and the unfiltered man behind the myth. He teased us with cryptic interviews, plastered the buzzwords everywhere, and hyped it like his own emotional rebirth. An apology tour packaged in 35-minute song cycles. But rather than hearts and hallelujahs, he got a tidal wave of ridicule. Critics labeled it a calculated publicity lifeline, not genuine art.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm saying.
And fans sniffed out the spin immediately. His lead single, Pretty Girls, arrived with a glossy video that looked less like a creative statement and more like a $5 million midlife crisis. Shiny cars, neon lights, choreographed dances. It had all the trappings of big-budget Hollywood, but zero soul. Before the track had even ended, half the audience had already thumbed the dislike button and flooded the comments with retire requests. Watching him throw money at that production was like watching someone lease a mega yacht in a bid to forget they can't swim. But it didn't stop there. Will followed up with Interior Barbershop, a conceptual piece where he dressed up as every character in the shop but refused to confront the slap that catalyzed the reboot.
Stop it! Denial is a river in Egypt!
It was as if he built an entire narrative set around the idea of redemption, yet refused to open the door on the very incident that needed cleaning up. The costume character cycled through like a celebrity-run variety show, but all the flair in the world couldn't mask the emptiness beneath. He tapped into nostalgia harder than any 90s tribute act, hoping that the rose-tinted memories of summertime and getting jiggy could override the bitter taste of present-day cringe. But substance was completely AWOL. He chased high-end visuals, glossy choreographies, and old-school swing beats, yet the essence of what made him beloved in the first place was nowhere to be found. Coming up next, we'll see how this musical detour only dug him deeper into the hole, and what he pivoted to in his R-rated playbook to claw his way back into the spotlight. First, Pretty Girls. Slick visuals, zero soul. Comment section erupted. The least sexy straight song ever.
Emotional damage.
Will just retire gracefully. Then Interior Barbershop arrived. He plays every character but won't say one real word about the slap. Imagine showing up to your apology tour in clown makeup and then refusing to address why you're there. You think costume changes would distract us, but they didn't. He's got more looks than a K-pop group, yet still no hits. It's like reheating a stale joke and expecting laughter. Next, we dive into his TikTok hustle and why that paid-for clout never pays off. Desperate for new eyes, Will's team bought him into TikTok fame, There he is chatting money moves with a finance guru, doing dance challenges with Brooke Monk, and even trying to hang with teens half his age. It looks like watching a corporate takeover of the algorithm. Every clip screams PR stunt. When your presence feels bought, no one buys in. It's straight up cringe watching someone half your age school you on dance trends. Yet he kept at it, like a kid who bought all the cheat codes and still lost the game. But hold up, this is just act 1 of his public circus. Next level desperation. An unannounced performance at London's King's Cross station, singing Summertime to commuters who barely glanced. It looked like the saddest block party on earth. Imagine rolling up with a marching band in a ghost town. Nobody showed up. Nostalgia can spark joy, but only if people still care about the spark. That half-empty crowd said it all. Relevance isn't earned through ambush shows. He looked like a busker no one tipped. But if you thought public concerts were his last trick, trust me, it only gets more surreal. When that stunt flopped, Will pivoted to KSI. They hit the halftime of Legends vs. Creators, dropped a string of TikToks, and even staged a Try Not to Laugh challenge. On paper, it's a power play. 2 massive names, viral synergy. But in reality, it played like a cameo on someone else's brand. No real chemistry, just clickbait. Loyal KSI fans gave him a polite nod, then scrolled on. Imagine sliding into someone's DMs and begging for clout. This isn't just one actor's midlife crisis. It's a masterclass in how not to rebuild a brand. But let's zoom out. Will's saga isn't just about one star's meltdown. It's symptomatic of a much bigger issue, Hollywood's authenticity crisis. Back in the day, celebrities existed behind velvet ropes and privacy hedges. You got the glitz, but the mystery made you believe they were larger than life. Now, thanks to social media and nonstop access, we see every canned speech, every staged apology, and every desperate PR pivot on loop. Audiences have learned to sniff out the fakery from a mile away. We're tired of virtue signals that end at the memo, PR stunts that vanish once the cameras turn off, and real talk segments that read more like a bullet-pointed marketing plan. Viewers don't want another rehearsed soundbite.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
They want to see the unfiltered moments, the raw edges, the genuine human behind the brand. That's why Will Smith's roller coaster of wild slaps, cringe albums, pop-up performances, and influencer date nights lands so hard. No multi-million-dollar budget, no TikTok algorithm hack, no flash mob spectacle can replace the kind of trust you earn by just being real. Think about it. When was the last time you watched a Hollywood star's video and actually felt their words came from the heart? I bet you can't remember, because it almost never happens. Genuine connection isn't built on hype. It's forged when someone lets their guard down and shares their truth, flaws and all. Without that, even the biggest names end up feeling hollow, just another scripted highlight reel in a sea of digital noise. Let's talk missed opportunities. Will passed on giants like The Matrix and Inception, 2 of the 2000s biggest auteur films that shaped modern cinema. Imagine if he suited up in Neo's trench coat or navigated Nolan's mind-bending dreamscapes alongside Leo. Saying no to a Leo-led Nolan epic? That's like a champion boxer ducking the knockout punch and then wondering why he's never headlined the main event. Bold choices build legacies. Taking risks on visionary directors can redefine your entire career. But playing it safe locks you in neutral, leaving you chasing yesterday's glory instead of creating tomorrow's classics. Will's off-screen play-it-safe script explains why he's scrambling after TikTok trends and pop-up gigs instead of headlining blockbuster sagas. And here's a thought. If he'd taken one of those roles, would we even be talking about cringe albums and botched comebacks right now? Conan the Barbarian or Django Unchained could have been his next legend-defining hit, but instead, he's stuck spinning his wheels. Now, consider the William Shatner playbook. In Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Shatner didn't shy away from aging. He embraced every line, every gray hair, and let those scars shape his emotional performance. He leaned into vulnerability, allowing Kirk's regrets and resilience to drive the story. That radical honesty didn't just refresh his character, it revitalized the franchise and launched a new era for the entire series. Will needs that same pivot, ditch the forced flashbacks to 90s nostalgia, the high-budget spectacle that rings hollow, and step into roles that honor his real journey. Picture him playing a weathered mentor or a character wrestling with past mistakes. Someone who bears his soul instead of hiding behind a mask of fame. You can't defy time. You can only direct your next chapter. This is his chance to level up as a mature actor, unafraid to show the real, imperfect man behind the legend. So here's the bottom line. Authenticity beats algorithms, every time. You can't slap your way into relevance, drop half-baked albums, or ambush the public and expect true connection. Life and your brand are built on raw realness, not rehearsed PR moves. Whether you're a megastar or a street hustler, stay true to yourself, own your scars, and let your audience see the real you. That's how you earn loyalty that lasts. Now I want to hear from you. What bold move does Will Smith need to make to win us back? And do you think he even stands a chance at a real comeback? Drop your thoughts below. I'll see you on the next one. Panda out.